Good morning. Today is Monday, December 20th, 2021. There are a few features of this current COVID wave that are important to emphasize and to act upon. And the first is that this is serious. Yesterday, Quebec had its largest number of reported infections ever, almost 4,000. And it is serious because not only are infections rising very quickly, but hospitalizations are also rising. And that puts everyone at risk. Anyone who might need treatment for any purpose will face greater risk because of this. So additional precautions are very necessary. We at Adath implemented additional precautions immediately before Shabbos, and we will continue them as long as they're needed. And everybody's tired. It seems like here we are again, the same as a year ago. What have we accomplished in the past year if we're back to these serious precautions and very serious increases? And that is not true, because a number of things are much more clear than they were a year ago or even 6 or 8 months ago. And that is that, first of all, vaccinations clearly provide strong protection against serious outcomes. So while this is far from over, the path forward safely is clearer than ever. The evidence so far points to the importance of being fully vaccinated, including a booster. And based on the halachic principle, v'nishmartem ma'od lenafshosechem, we are required to be exceedingly cautious concerning our health. I urge everyone on the halachic grounds of protecting our health, not only, of course, to be fully vaccinated, but to get a booster as soon as you are able to, because the boosters, at least so far, seem to be crucial in providing the additional protection necessary to protect against the newest variants. And that leads to the moral debate that I discussed with you a few weeks ago about the inequity of vaccine rates between, for example, North America and Africa, for example. So, given that inequity, a person, for example, in Montreal, might believe that it's the ethical thing to forego a booster. But I don't think that's the case. And I don't think that that is a wise thing to do. Dr. Monique Lanois is a bioethicist and professor of philosophy at St. Paul University in Ottawa. And she wrote, "That is a false dichotomy. If you and I were not to get booster shots, it's not as if they would go to African countries where they're needed, because the issue is far more complex. It is actually the governments around the globe that hold the power to ensure no one is left behind, a responsibility that requires the pressure of the public by advocating for change with their support and voices, not by turning down a booster shot." She further said, "I understand taking the moral stance, but I think it's probably more effective to write to one's member of parliament. So I urge everyone to join me in contacting their representatives to pressure for increasing vaccine contributions to poor countries. Because, and here's the final point that I want to get to, Dr. Purvi Parikh is a doctor of an immunologist in New York. And he said what so many other experts are saying. If everyone is vaccinated, eventually infections drop to zero, and so do variants. But if the virus has an easy host, such as an unvaccinated individual, then it is easy for it to mutate into a more contagious and virulent form. So, the more unvaccinated people there are in the world, the greater the risk of mutations and new variants, which can threaten all of us. Michael Head is a senior research fellow in global health. And he said the most recent iteration of this, Omicron, is a natural consequence of being too slow to vaccinate the world. The Omicron variant is a "we told you so" moment. This is a quote from Dr. Ellen Hohen, who is a senior researcher in global health. The emergence of the Omicron variant tells us what leaders have been saying but have failed to act upon, that no one is safe until we all are. So we need to advocate for vaccines for poor countries, for both moral reasons and for selfish reasons. And as I have shared with you before, this is true for every form of helping others. We help others in order to help others and also to help ourselves. Sarah Tuttle Singer put it this way: if I've learned anything in this, it is that your health is mine and my health is yours, and for worse or for better, we are exquisitely connected. We are exquisitely connected. And helping each other is the only way to help ourselves. My friends, I want to wish you a great day. Please stay safe and stay healthy. And I look forward to seeing all of you soon in person.